want? What do you want from me?
Hey, bro.
Oh my god. Okay. Thank god it's you, Joey. For some reason my caller ID says Satan. It's weird, right? Right? It's pretty weird. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I changed it on you for Halloween just so I could fuck with you. I got you good!
What do you want, Joey?
Since we don't have time to do a Halloween drunken adventures, I thought I'd leave you a little something special. I hope you like it.
Oh. Well, thanks, man.
I hope you like it.
Just put that on there. Yeah, it's real pretty. It's real nice. The game's not even there. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Alright, sorry PJ, I gotta go get my suit dry cleaned. I have to go to Alan's wake. He's dead. I'm sorry for your loss.
Just put that like that. Just give it a good stretch. Yeah, it's supposed to look like that. There we go. There we go.
Alan Wake is a third-person psychological action thriller developed by Remedy in 2010 for the Xbox 360 and PC. You might remember Remedy from their more recent smash hit, Quantum Break. But you didn't play that, did you? I don't think anybody's played that. Let's take a look at the back of the box art for a second here. It says, when the wife of best-selling writer Alan Wake disappears on their vacation, his search turns up pages from a thriller he doesn't even remember writing. The back of the box also describes the game as being a pulse-pounding thrill ride? I don't know.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
I'm sure I'm just not giving this game enough credit out of context, but let's dive right in and play some Alan Wake.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear.
We're barely a minute in and I already hate our protagonist. He sounds like every college student who brings their laptop to Starbucks.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Piece of shit.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
Okay, at least this game has the decency to tell us that it's starting out as a dream sequence. I'm looking at you, Heavy Rain.
I've been driving
So like every good protagonist, the first thing he does on screen is murder somebody. He's fine.
He was dead.
Oh no. Alright, step one, go get help.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Or do that. Oh, it's the hitchhiker.
You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Seems fine to me. Essentially, this dream sequence boils down to a tutorial, teaching us how to play as the hitchhiker hurls insults at us.
You're a lousy writer! Cheap thrills and pretentious shit!
I like this guy. But before the hitchhiker and other mysterious forces can kill us, we're saved by...
Follow the light.
God? I don't know, sure.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are always safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Hell, I've beaten this game and I barely understand what he means.
BJ!
Ah! What?
Nifty nerdy news niblets.
Joey, nobody gets that reference.
Do you understand?
No?
Follow my light.
Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
God serves as our guide through this tutorial and teaches us the game mechanics. He bestows upon us mighty tools that we'll need to defeat the darkness. A flashlight, duh, and,
Here, take the gun.
a gun.
Pick up the revolver.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks, God. Okay, got it. Light to weaken the enemies, and bullets to kill them. Seeing as how light is a symbol of safety in this game, Alan heads to the lighthouse to finally wake up from his nightmare. Appropriate.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine.
Alan finally wakes up, as him and his wife finally arrive at Bright Falls, a small town where the famous writer hopes to have a peaceful vacation. But this is a video game, so shit's about to go down.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
There seems to be a recurring theme in this game where Alan says I love you totally unprompted and just never hears it back.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Poor bastard. So Alan gets sent to a diner to meet with Mr. Stuckey so we can get the keys to our cabin.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
Mr. Stuckey?
Instead of finding Mr. Stuckey, we find this creepy lady hiding in the dark.
Couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Nothing suspicious about that. So we get to the cabin in the middle of Cauldron Lake. Okay. And finally, it's time for some quality time.
Surprise!
I mean typing. Yay.
I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone keeps...
Hey!
Well, it seems Alan isn't too thrilled either, so he storms out, and Alice gets bored or something and goes for a swim.
Oh, no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
So Alan wakes up again and realizes... Oh, geez, again, Alan? Sheesh, who gave you a license? No wonder Alice went missing. So Alan goes in search for help and finds pages to a book he intended to write, but never got around to, and discovers that everything that's written down is coming true.
I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Hey, you!
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Yep, there he is.
I had to figure a way out.
After murdering Mr. Stuckey, Alan calls the police on himself, and the police reveal that the cabin that he'd been staying at had been destroyed 30 years ago. Despite being the prime suspect for the murder of Mr. Stuckey and potentially his own wife, the police let him go. even after he assaults a guy in the police station. As if our hero couldn't get any more likable.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client. Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent.
Shortly after, an anonymous caller claims they've kidnapped Alice and are holding her ransom. The price? The rest of the manuscript that Alan may or may not have written.
Help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Conveniently, though, we later get a call from Rose.
Rose?
I am your biggest fan.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, you sweet.
Claiming she has the rest of the manuscript.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Perfect. But, as it turns out, Agent Nightingale from the FBI is one step ahead of us and is there waiting for us.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest!
This guy has to be my favorite character. Every time he's on screen, he has to have some sort of quip or pun about how we're a writer.
Stay right where you are, Spillane!
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me?
Despite his complete and utter disregard for everybody else's safety, he's still more likable than Alan Wake. After making our daring escape from the trigger-happy FBI agent, we go and see what's up with the kidnapper.
Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned.
Okay, let's speed things up a little here. You wake up in Dr. Hartman's clinic for the gifted. Yes, the guy we punched in the face. He tries convincing you that you're crazy and that you need to keep writing your novel. Red flag. Then we meet these guys, brothers, from an 80s band called Old Gods of Asgard. Rock on. They tell us to head to the farm Valhalla to find the message. Well, that's vague. So we make it to Valhalla for what is one of the coolest parts of the game. Fighting off waves of baddies during a concert. We have to use the stage lights and various pyrotechnics to survive the horde. And it's awesome.
Keep doing this to me! Do it for Barry, please! That was awesome!
So we find the cabin that the band used to live in right beside the stage, and there we find our next clue.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? That's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
So then Alan has an alcohol-induced vision that reveals that the aforementioned god is actually the spirit of Thomas Zane, a writer and poet from the 70s, and the witch was his wife, who died of mysterious circumstances. And then this guy was Tom's assistant, who discovered that the lake had mysterious powers that drew upon the writer's creativity. So he suggested that Tom write his wife back to life, but she came back as evil. So Tom uses his writing powers to destroy the cabin on the lake along with him and his evil wife. But then Alan comes along 30 years later and awakens the evil. So the witch tries to use Alan's writing powers to grow stronger. But then Tom helps Alan escape before the book is finished, and then this guy also wants to harness Alan's writing power for some reason, so I think he hired this guy to help him, but then the witch didn't like that very much. So now Alan has to find this lady, because that's how Tom wrote it in his story, so that Alan can finish his story and make things right again, I think? Yeah. So we find the Lady of the Light gone mad with the night, and she hands us a gift from Thomas Zane. And it comes with a page from his manuscript, explaining, or rather, predicting, how we defeat the witch.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
So we do exactly that. We fight our way to Cauldron Lake through waves of evil forces. And then we jump, ready to face what lies beneath.
Hell!
Now you will never get her back.
So with the witch defeated, and Alice back to safety, and Bright Falls back to normal, and Alan is stuck writing? What?
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
That's it?
Wake up.
That's how it ends? But there's so many questions unanswered. What happened to Alan? Is he... Did he replace the witch? Did he replace the spirit of Thomas Zane as a good guy? Hold on. Wait a minute. What's this? No.
this can't be.
Now to finish the story, you'll need to buy the DLC. We promise that we'll wrap things up for an affordable fee. That's how we make money.
It's bad. The DLC is really bad.